Hi, this is Kate, and this is your Dickman Farms Smart Gardening Tip. We are well into fall at this point, and Mother Nature has told us it is time to shut down the gardens. So in front of me we have some perennial hibiscus and some perennial sedum, and we also have this spirea shrub. Perennials are things that die to the ground. Shrubs tend to maintain a woody structure. So with things like this perennial that die to the ground, you can actually take them down to the ground and cut them off right there, because they will begin growing from that point. So to clean up your gardens, you just go ahead and take them right down for the winter. And what you can do with these portions is, if it's heavy and woody like this, you could cut it up into smaller parts and put it in your compost. Otherwise, you could just throw it out if it's something into the compost, if it's something lighter like these sedums. But you'll just go through, you don't have to be terribly picky, maybe an inch from the ground, and you can take them right down and right back. Easy as that. So, the other thing that you can do this time of year is put in bulbs. Bulbs are fantastic because they are just an ode to spring. They come up before you can even possibly think about putting in your annuals for the season or anything else. So, what you want to do is, I've chosen something like this tulip bulb here. Now tulips are kind of tall, so pay attention to your packaging. It'll tell you when it blooms, how short or tall it is, and you're only paying attention because if it is rather tall, you want to make sure to put it to the back of the garden. Bulbs tend to like a space that dries well and doesn't retain water, so just make sure, because otherwise they can rot. So sunny spots, partly sunny spot. What I like to do, and I pre-dug a hole so you guys could see, is I open up my package, I lay out where those bulbs, I'd like to see them come up in the spring. I do them in groupings, and I put them in so they just don't touch. And then I go ahead and I backfill part way. Now at this point, if I happen to be in an area where I have a lot of squirrels or something like that, then I go ahead and I can put down something like this chicken wire, which helps keep them from digging up all of our bulbs. So you could backfill this. Now if I put annuals in here, you wouldn't want to use the chicken wire because you'd be digging it up every season, and that's not so much fun. So the final thing that you could do right now, then you pat these down and you wait for spring and your glorious reward. The final thing you can do right now is some things like butterfly bushes, roses, and even our hydrangeas. They benefit from an insulating layer of mulch through the winter. It acts like a jacket. Like on a cool day you'd wear a jacket. Same thing for this. You'd go ahead, and probably you won't get doing this till about mid-November, but if this was a hydrangea or another plant, you'd actually keep this mulch and pull it around the base of the plant. Like I said, it acts just like a jacket. It keeps that root system and root zone that much warmer so that we are ready for spring. In the spring, you kind of pull it back. You can use the mulch. Now is a great time to actually be mulching your garden so you don't have to do it in the spring. And until we see you again, I hope these tips were helpful, and happy gardening.